I have a friend in Toronto who thinks football is basically WE with more crying. Last month, he asked me a simple question. If a player thinks FIFA screwed him over, can he just sue them? Actual lawsuit? Actual jury? Actual payout? I told him no. He didn't believe me, mostly because he pictures FIFA as one guy in a suit he could theoretically yell at in a courtroom. So here's what most people get wrong about taking on FIFA. Myth 1. You can drag FIFA into a normal court, like you would a landlord who won't fix your heater. Wrong. Almost everyone who deals with FIFA has already signed away that option. Buried in the contracts and statutes is an arbitration clause that redirects every dispute to one specific address in Lausanne, Switzerland. The Court of Arbitration for Sport. According to FIFA's own statutes, appeals against a final FIFA decision have to be filed there within 21 days. Not 21 days to think it over. 21 days to have already hired Swiss arbitration lawyers and filed the paperwork. Ask Luis Suarez. When FIFA banned him for biting an opponent at the 2014 World Cup, his next move wasn't a lawsuit back home. It was straight to Lausanne, alongside his club and his federation, arguing the ban was excessive. Not a jury. Not a judge in his home country. 3 arbitrators, in a room, reading FIFA's own rulebook back to him. They agreed the stadium ban was excessive and let him train. The actual playing suspension stayed exactly where FIFA put it. Myth 2. If you win at CAS, you beat FIFA. Also wrong. Winning usually just means the punishment got smaller, not that FIFA was wrong. In 2018, Peru's captain Paolo Guerrero tested positive for a banned substance after drinking a contaminated tea. FIFA's own appeal committee cut his ban in half. Sounds like a win. Except the World Anti-Doping Agency appealed that reduction to CAS, and CAS put the longer ban back, 14 months, which meant Guerrero missed the World Cup anyway. 2 separate appeals, same governing body's rulebook, and he still watched the tournament from his couch. Beating FIFA on paper and actually getting what you wanted are 2 different sports, and none of this is free. Filing a case at CAS starts with a fee just to open the file, and once the panel accepts it, both sides usually split an advance on costs that can run into tens of thousands of Swiss francs before a single argument gets made. FIFA eventually set up a legal aid fund in 2023, specifically because so many players and smaller federations simply couldn't afford to find out whether they were right. Myth 3. During the World Cup itself, everyone slows down and handles disputes properly because it's the biggest stage in the sport. Nope. CAS runs something called an ad hoc division specifically so the calendar never stops for a legal argument. Cases get decided within 48 hours. The ruling is enforceable immediately, and unlike the regular appeal process, it isn't subject to any further appeal. Not to a bigger panel, not to a federal court, not to anyone. This isn't theoretical. It ran at Qatar 2022, and it's running right now, this summer, for the current tournament. 2 days, 3 arbitrators, then everyone moves on to the next match. There's no version where a federation quietly negotiates for an extra week to build a stronger case. The tournament schedule doesn't wait for anyone's legal team, no matter how good it is. Here's the part that actually gets people. I support Liverpool, and for years I genuinely believed a suspended players' club could storm into some tribunal and clear his name before the weekend fixture. That's not how any of it works. Referee decisions made on the pitch, the actual judgment calls, usually aren't appealable at all. The system isn't built to figure out who was right. It's built to keep the tournament moving and make sure everyone loses through the same official channel. There's a filing fee just to open the case, before anyone has argued a single point. 3 arbitrators in Lausanne, a hard deadline, and a rulebook FIFA wrote about itself. That's what suing FIFA actually looks like.